Yeah.
How neat.
So those are it basically give it repurpose, give it a new life.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, what else do we find that's interesting? You talk about money. So at one client house, we found a clear jar of just pennies, and it's about I don't know one of those I don't know gallon
Uh-huh.
probably or 2 gallon those clear
Uh-huh.
glass bottle
Yeah.
full. So if you imagine back in probably the days where your parents go shopping, grocery store, and some loose change, they just put in those jar,
Yeah.
and that jar become full,
Yeah.
and it just sit in the garage. So when we clear the house, we have to clear that. And when I picked it up, it broke on me.
Oh my gosh. So just thousands of coins.
10,000 of
Oh
pennies.
my gosh.
So I took to the bank. Nope, the bank would not accept it. I ended up taking them to Coinstar,
Uh-huh.
and believe it or not, I jammed the Coinstar machine.
There's too many.
It's too many. So we got about I think end up after the commission about $500 or $600 for our clients.
Oh, that's awesome. Awesome.
But yeah, that's just some of the thing I'm like, oh wow, like again, problem solving. The bank don't accept, and I'm not gonna sit there and roll
Yeah, right.
the pennies, right? So Coinstar machine.
Perfect.
Yep.
What are some of the fears that seniors have around a transition like this?
So it's depending on the seniors. We observe that most seniors care a lot about having the item important to them go to their loved ones.
Mm-hmm.
I have one senior, she was so happy. She was like, I'm so glad my children take a lot
Mm-hmm.
of these items.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that she loves. So that I would say is something important for seniors.
I'd be curious to know because my mother, God bless her, she has had in their garage boxes full of every single grade from when I was in grade school, even through middle school and I think some of high school, where she was putting like papers and art and that kind of thing. And she held on to it for over 30 years because she thought, oh, one day you're going to want this. And the reality is I don't want it. I have my own garage with all my own junk. And, so it was fun to kind of go through some of these things. But I imagine that's probably hard because some seniors are, I'm calling my mom a senior because my mom's in the category of being a senior, right? So for her, that held some sentimental value because it was my childhood. It doesn't really have value to me. So I imagine that's probably some fears that maybe some seniors have as well, that their kids aren't going to want the things that they've held on to for them.
So I would say that probably go a deeper level
Mm-hmm.
is those are meaningful for seniors and to our clients because is their life, their achievement. Children, and I've seen quite a few, it's like they're so proud of the accomplishment
Mm-hmm.
of their children, right?
Yeah.
So we found Scout uniform, and her son, both of them were Eagle Scout. I was like, wow, that's impressive. And they're very successful in life now. So, and she said, what do you do? She said, well, I have, because of my health issue, I couldn't do this and this and this a lot for myself. So she spent a lot of time taking care of her children.
Mm-hmm.
So that, in a sense, an achievement is also attached, or it's also part of their identity too.
Mm-hmm.
So letting go of this is huge, if you think about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is letting go of your identity,
Yeah.
letting go of
Yeah.
the achievement that you're so proud of. And that's what makes it difficult. It's not necessarily about the things or a sense of responsibility, because a lot of the thing that we also have to rehome belong to their parents.
Yeah.
They were like, well, this is my mother or this is my father. They gave this to me. I should keep it. So that sense of responsibility when they're still around.
Yeah.
And letting go of that is also letting go of responsibility. It's not just about things. So things is a representation or a symbol of feelings, of meaning, of what's important to them at a deeper level.
So how do you make them feel supported and heard and respected through the process?
So first is I would suggest that they have family, loved ones, have that conversations and say how important and meaningful and what they want their children or loved ones to keep.
Mm-hmm.
And then listen. So when we do decluttering or packing, we hear so many stories
Mm-hmm.
from our clients, even the children after the parents moved. Usually those items, oh, yeah, I grew up seeing my mother doing this, or my grandfather doing this, using this piece of equipment, or things like that.
Yeah.
So listen, and also be the person who helped them to make that decision. Reality is when they move into a new space, there's no room.
Yeah.
So how do you still, the question is, capture those memories and
Mm-hmm.
keep them alive? So then we have partner or in our community, people who, like, for example, digitalize all the memories. I mean, all the photos. You would
That's
not.
right. You told me that there's a guy, and this would be a great plug for him. There's a guy that takes pictures of their items and then hears their story and writes a book about it.
So it's called Storia.
Storia,
And
okay.
yeah, he inspired, his name is Dan. He inspired and found a company doing basically memoir
Uh-huh.
for families and for seniors in particular, to capture that. So essentially, sitting down with a senior and say, tell your story.
Mm-hmm.
And he captures that basically through audio, through books. So you get a book at the end, and he or she can get to tell their story.
And it's based around items too, right? So like
Correct.
it would be like, okay, well, you're downsizing and you can't take the grandfather clock. So let's take a picture of the grandfather clock. Let's put it in the book
A lot of
then
photos.
tell the story of the grandfather clock and why it's so meaningful to you.
Yeah.
And so then it's like a book that at the end of the day, they get to flip through, you get to flip through, and you get to know the story of the meaning behind their belongings, even though they don't get to take them with them to the next transition.
Yeah. So
that's such a cool idea. I just love the thought behind that. So
if the family or the senior is willing to do that, there's resources that are available.
mm-hmm.
It's just a lot of time we also seen, like, because we're busy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
some of the family with photo in particular end up in like a storage unit.
Yeah.
Because they haven't got time to look through them and imagine like 10 boxes
Yeah.
of photos.
Photos. Mm-hmm.